exchange traded fund. The exchange simply means stock exchange, like Bursa Malaysia, like New York Stock Exchange. Basically, the whole idea is to make it cheap, and cheap. That is the whole idea of an exchange traded fund. The way to manage the fund is just follow the average performance of the market. You don't need to beat it, you just need to match it. Unit trust, on the other hand, the key here is this. You want to hire the best manager that can make you the most money. This is how I look at unit trust. If I'm going to pay the guy 5% or either 2% all in all, I want to make sure the flirt can give me more. Now, then this comes down to the next thing. How good can a fund manager be? When today a fund house, right, comes up with a unit trust fund or either an ETF fund, right, do you think they can only invest in one company or two company? The answer is cannot. You need to invest in a whole lot of company. And very often, right, sometimes it can be up to 100 companies. Sometimes it can be 30, 40. Sometimes it can be 50. Now, the point is that they need to diversify and they need to look for great companies. And they will have limitation in terms of how much they can hold in a certain company as well. Even if you hire the best of the best of the best fund manager, they are often forced to hold position of stocks that are not within their conviction. When you hire the best fund manager, but you put a certain leash on him and you bound him or her, you're kind of like hiring an artist and you tell them that to draw you the best painting in the world, and then you give them a set of rules and you tie them and say, look, you cannot fully unleash your creativity because we are afraid that some people will complain, or we want to make sure that people get protected. I personally don't really like the idea of, if I hire Van Gogh, I would want Van Gogh to give me the best painting according to what he believes, because I believe in him. I want his opinion of things. And that's why I hire him. Why should I tie him up and don't let him draw the best painting in the world? Simply because there are a few other people who are afraid that it may not be suitable to their style. I always remember two things when I invest. The first thing is actually asset risk. What do I mean by asset risk is that different kind of asset has different kind of asset qualities, right? For example, when currency is down, very often gold will go up. You know, this kind of risk relationship between the correlationship between different asset classes. And the next thing is actually political risk. And what is political risk? Political risk is basically like Malaysia right now. So the best way to actually invest, right? They say that in investment, you must remember one thing. There is no free lunch in the world except diversification. The only free lunch is diversification. So that's why I say I don't believe in one single investment. But as a normal consumer, right, the truth is we don't have too much of money. And so why I will still invest in unit trust and ETF is because it is my low cost access to a wide range of assets across geographical area. I shouldn't just hold Malaysian stock. I should have some US stock, I should have some China stocks, some India stocks. But how? Even if you live in the US, I realize it's not so easy to buy because it's very expensive. Their stocks are crazy. It's very, very expensive. Then how? Best way, buy ETF, buy unit trust. Or for me, at the end of the day, it is really about how can it achieve the kind of goals that I want to reach. Although I say it is not for me, but I still use it. Why? Because at the end of the day, it helps me to achieve what I need to achieve. Please remember, if you are going to invest in unit trust, remember, don't think about the fund house. Think about the fund. What matters is the fund doing well or not? At the end of the year, got return or not? And what's the return like? And does it reach the kind of risk diversification that I want to reach? So if those are the questions that feeds into your thing, then just use it.